Okay, so we were doing this in the last lecture. Today we'll do something a bit interesting. That is called writing the if and else in one line. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how is this code same as this code. Let's see. So what we have on the left side is that we have an if condition which check if the number is divisible by 2 or not. And number is divisible by 2 when its remainder is 0. So when the number is divisible by 2, it says that even is true, and if the number is not divisible by 2, then it says that even is false. So let's say if I have a number 15, then number 15 remainder 2 is 1, so that thing becomes 1. Yes, and that becomes false, and therefore even becomes what? What is even? Even is true or false? Oh, even is no. So even is true or false? Let's look at this. The number is 15. The number is 15. Is this statement true or false? Is this statement true or false? 15 remainder 2 equals 0. Is it true or false? How do we read this thing? Is the remainder of 15 with 2? I'm asking this question. Is this true or false? This statement. Yes, this statement is false. So if it's false, would we execute this or not? No. Then where do we go? We go into the else, and therefore even is going to be false. So this is the output. Even is false. Okay, do you all understand that? So what we see is that this code gives even true or false. Let's say the number is 50. Then we have 50 here. Is it true or false? Abdullah, it is true. Why? Because 50 remainder 2 is the remainder is 0. This is true. Yeah, this is not a remainder. This is remainder. Remainder is whatever is left behind. It's left behind. Okay. So the if condition is true, then would we execute this or not? If the condition is true, would execute this or not? Will we execute this? Yes, we will execute this thing, and we'll execute this and exit. We not go the else. Okay. The moment if condition is satisfied, we exit if. Okay, so it's gonna be true. That is that 50 is therefore 50 is even and 15 is not even. Do you understand this code? Is there any question in it? So this code is to check if the number is even or not. Okay? So this code is to check if number is even or not. And let's see now let's see this code. Let's see the number is 15. Is it true or false? Is this statement true or false? Yes, this is false. So the value for even. Now let's say if this number is 50. Is this statement true or false? Remainder 2 is 0 or not? Yeah, it is true. Therefore, this statement becomes true. So this code is the same as this code. They perform the same operation. So there's a question if we delete if and write else. If false, we delete if and write else. Now look at this. If this is false, execute the statements inside the if. We go into the next step. Okay? Taral, okay? So these two codes are equivalent. So obviously we prefer this one. So this is short. Okay? Any question in this? Okay, now let's do this question. Rewrite the following statement using a Boolean expression. By the way, this was Boolean expression. Why is it Boolean expression? Because it returns true or false. So we are writing the if statement in terms of Boolean expression. So we're writing if in terms of Boolean expression. And we're performing the same operation. We can perform the same operation with if else, or we can use the Boolean expression to perform the same thing as if and else. So now the question is how write this following code using Boolean expression. So who would help me? So take 1 minute and think about it. So guys, what do you think? Badr is right. Talal, even count to we write new line and exit and exit. No, Talal, we want to write everything in one line. Saeed Khalid, Hassan is right. Ahmed is right. So yeah. No, there's no print. You don't. I'm not talking about the. Is there any print here? Any print here? No. Then why do you want to have print there? So let's see. The first person who did was Abdullah. So we have Badr Abdullah. Day lecture number 10. Yes. We had Umar, and then who did Ahmed, Ahmed, where is Ahmed? Ahmed Muhammad Noor, and who else? No. You don't use else. The point is not to use else. So what you do is you can say the new line checking. So here we're checking, and here we are assigning. This is an assignment operator. Okay. So now we have another question. Let's talk about this one first. So what is the output of the following code if number is 14, 15, and 30? So if number is 14, what is the output? for 14, for 15, and for 30. So who would help me? So number is 14. No. What will be the output? Output and if number is this is the number. So you take 1 minute and do this example. Then I will help. Then I will check afterwards. Okay, so let's see. It's the solution. So Badr saying for 14, 14 is 1, 15 is a multiple of 5, 15 is a multiple of 5 and 30. Okay, now we have many answers here. So let's see. 14, we will get what? Let's say we have 14 here. So 14 is a different color. So this, then you print this thing. And then if number 14, remainder 5, is it true or false? This is false. Yes. So we don't execute it. We go to the next line. There's nothing on the next line. So we stop. So for 14, this is my output. No, don't say even 14. Abdullah, don't Isa, Abdullah, Talal, don't say 14 even. Talal is partially right. Talal, you need to be very careful in your execution. And Saeed, you change the order, okay? And Badr, why would you put an equality here? So do you know? Everybody want to answer? So good try. Now I'm going to ask a question from someone who has never contributed in the class. So who do we have here? Let's say Abdullah Muhammad. Do we have Abdullah Muhammad? Do we have Abdullah Muhammad here? Do we have Abdullah Muhammad here? Or Nasir Muhammad Nasir? Do we have Abdullah Muhammad or Nasir Muhammad Nasir? In the class, I'll give you minus 1 mark. Wait for 30 more seconds for Nasir Muhammad Nasir and Abdullah Muhammad. And if they don't respond to me in 30 seconds, I have to give them minus 1 mark because this is a deal. Okay, Nasir, can you turn on your microphone? Nasir, can you turn on your microphone, please? And tell me, what will be the output for the following code if number is 60? If this number is 60, then if the number is 60, what will be the output for this code? Nasir, I'm asking you the question, okay?
Yes, doctor. Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Yeah, the question is that we have this code here.
Yeah.
This code here.
Yes.
And what do you think is going to be the output of the code if the number, this number,
Yes.
this number is 60?
60. I think it's 6. It's even.
No. Don't like. Okay, let me tell. Can you repeat? What should I write here? What should I write here? This is your computer screen.
Yes.
And what shall I be output?
The output 60 is even.
That's it?
60 is even.
That's it.
Yes.
What are you doing, by the way, at the moment?
I'm not doing anything. Doctor.
Yes.
No, sorry. I think the answer is 60 is multiple of 5. I checked it on the online GTP.
I think online what?
60 is multiple of 5.
No, I think the answer will be both of them.
Both of them?
Why? Yes. Because is this condition true or false?
This one is true, I think.
If I find a remainder of 60 with true,
yes,
this is true. Therefore,
yes,
this is true. Therefore, we'll execute this statement.
Yes.
And then we go to the next. Then we go to the next statement, which is again, if it's true or false.
True.
Is the remainder of 60 with 5 is 0 or not? Yeah, it is 0 because if you do 65,
yes,
it is 0. So we'll also print this statement as well. Number is 60. So we'll print both the statements. 60 is even and 60 is a multiple of 5.
Okay. Repeat the question. Sorry, I have a bad connection. Sorry, doctor. That's why I can't hear you.
No problem. I mean, I don't mind this thing. Okay, as long as you're trying, I'm happy with that. So let's do it again.
Okay.
The question is, what is the output of the following code if number is, let's say, 60?
60. Yes. The output should be both, as you said.
But by the way, what is this sound behind you?
There's no sound behind me.
Okay, what about this code?
This one?
Yes.
It's the same. No, it's ELF.
No, yes, we have an ELF.
I think it should be
the output for this code.
The output for this should be multiple. It's multiple of 5. No, I think it's even because if doesn't have to. It's even.
Is this condition?
This condition is true. So we don't have to use the ELF is even.
And why would we not use ELF?
Because the condition is the first one is true, so we don't have to use the second one.
But here, if the first is true, do we still use second one?
Yes, because it's F and F. This one is else.
Mashallah. Then why did you not participate before? I mean, this is the first time you were saying something.
I was participating in the chat, but you didn't see my answer. That's why.
Okay. So your name is? Nasir.
Yes.
That was really good, by the way.
Thank you.
Really good. I hope the other people also got the answer. I think I have to. Yeah, Nasir. Is this your name? Mashallah, very good. I can see many good people behind the curtains, and somehow I'm them. Okay, I'll be careful next time, inshallah. But I think anyone else? Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, there seems to be the problem with my internet as well. So. Guys, do you want to let's code this line, okay? Let's code it and see. So where is the coding? Okay, so let's word it very quickly. So the number is 60. If number remainder to equals to 0, then your print number is even. And if number remainder 5 equals to 0, then your print number is multiple of 5. Okay, so that's the first part. Let's test it out. Yes. So let's see. What? Let's run it. So look at this. Can you all see this on the? Oh my goodness. Can you all see it on the screen? Yes. So what is happening is that we have this. By the way, this is a very good question, and Nasser did very well. I'm really much happy about that. So if look at this, we are going to execute this if statement, and if that is true, then we'll statement. And once that is done, then we go into the next part, which is next if. Okay? And now if I change it to else if, something amazing will happen. Look at this. Why would that? Look at this. Everything is same. I've just changed this to the elif. So it says 60 is even now. It is not. It never execute this part. Only the moment it sees the if is true, it executes the if statement and exit the if. It does not check the remaining else if. Is everybody clear about that? No, that's really important thing. I've told you many times. Let me show you the flow chart as well from the last lecture. You remember this flow chart? Look at this. This is an if and elif. Let's say the score is 78. So we see if the score is 78 or not. Is it true or false? It is false. So we do not do it. We go to the next step. Why? Because it's an else if. This is one complete block, by the way. Okay, this is one complete block. Anyways, is the score greater than 80? No, again false. You don't go there. Go to the next statement. Greater than 70? Yes. We execute it and then we exit. We do not check the remaining conditions. We do not check this remaining condition. Look at this. So we come here, score greater than 90? No. We go here. Greater than 80? No. Greater than 70? Yes. We leave. We do not check this condition. Okay. So the same is this is how it works, This is a very good example, by the way. So yeah. So do you all understand this? So you need to be very careful in using else if, else, elif, if, and things like that. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Oh, that's not a question. That's a solution, actually. So, yeah, so let's do some coding now. So the question is that we have to do this case study of finding the body mass index. So we need to find the body mass index of a person. Okay, we call it BMI as well. The BMI as well. Okay, so how do we get to the BMI? We take the weight in kilograms. So we take the weight in kg and divide by the square of your height in meters. So we divide by the height in meters square, and that is your BMI. Okay. Yes. So write a program. So we need to write a program that prompts the user, that asks the user to enter the weight in pounds and height in inches. So you need to first, it's a two-way process. Okay. So the first thing is you will ask user to enter weight in pounds and height in meter, and then do what? You convert the weight in kg and height in meter, and then you find BMI and display. Okay. So do you understand the question? So by the way, I have given the conversion that 1 pound is equal to 0.45 kg and 1 inch is equal to 0.254 meter as well. So guys, what do we do? What is the logic? What is an algorithm? So take about 1 minute, think about it, and then we can discuss it. And yes, there's one more thing. Like once you find the BMI, let's say BMI is, let's say 17, then you must display underweight. And if the BMI is, let's say 26, then you display overweight. Okay. So you also have to mention the output, the interpretation. So who will turn on the microphone and help us and share his algorithm with us? That how should we go about it? Okay. Okay, Said, I have a question for you. Said, why would you start with 30 and not 18.5?
Victor?
Yes. The question is, why would you start from 30? Because of the
arrangement.
Yes, we already have solved this problem. So, okay, I have done it other way around, actually. Anyways, what I have done is I have asked for the weight, then I asked for the height, and then I convert the weight in kilogram and height in inches. Okay. Then I find the BMI by dividing the weight in kilograms by the square of the height in the inches, and then I have the BMI. So I will display the BMI. Don't worry about this word format and going to F at the moment. So I will display the BMI, and if the BMI is less than 18, I'll also print underweight. Else I will check. By the way, yeah, and else I will check if it's less than 25, then I will say normal. If it's less than 30, then I will say overweight. Otherwise, I will print obese. So don't worry about this format and point at the moment. Is it clear? Any question in this? Okay, Saeed, your logic is right, but then you have to put multiple conditions. The way I did, I only have to put one condition. Okay, what should we do now? Okay, let's take a few more minutes and see what the next topic is. The next topic is about the logical operators. We already have done this thing in some way, one way or another. The logic operators that we have is not, and or. So the not of true is false. So if P is true, the not P is false. And if P is false, not P is true. Okay, so that is, if you have a true false statement and you not it, it becomes true. And if you have it true and if you not it, it becomes false. Okay, so let's say the age is 24 and this is female. So is this statement true or false? Yes, this is true. And what about this then? Not of true is false. Okay, do you understand this thing? So let me show you on the Python as well. If I simply say not of true, I will get an error. I have it like that. False. Okay. So not of true is false, and not of false is true. Oh, what is this? What is this? Not of false is 2 Oh, okay. So who will tell me what the problem is? So what about this now? Bool of 1. What should I get now? True or false? And what about this? Now let's do something else. Let's do not of bool of 1. That's false. And if I do not of bool of 0, that's going to be true. So what is the mistake in the first part? Anyways, so if the boolean 1 is true, the not of boolean 1 is false. And if boolean 0 is false, the not of boolean 0 is true. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Then we also have this AND operator. AND operator. So if you have P1 and P2 and you are doing P1 and P2 AND, then the AND will always be true if they are both true. If any one of the two things is false, the AND operator will result in false. Okay, so let's see. Is this true or false? Age is 24. Is this true or false? This is true. Is this true or false? Gender is female. Why? Because it says gender is not female. No, gender is female. Therefore, this is false. So true and false will give you false. Is it clear? Do you have any question in this? Have you done this thing before anywhere in any other course, and or not? I'm asking a question. Have you done this concept of and or and not anywhere else in your high school, in anywhere else in your before going to the university or in any other course in the university? So, brother, are you clear about this and concept and not concept? Okay, let me do the or as well, and then we'll see. What happens in the case of or is, where is or? Yes, this is or. Should be or here. So, in the case of or, any one can be true. This, or if true or false is true. So, if any of the two cases is true, the or is true. But if they're both false, then we have the false. Okay? If one of the cases is true, we say that the OR operator will produce a true. And the OR operator only produces false if both cases are false. Okay, so let's do one example and then we'll finish it up. So is this true or false? Oh, age is 24. The age is 24. Is this statement true or false? This is false. What about this statement? Is this gender male or female? Gender is F. Is it true or false? False. So false and false produce a false. By the way, if I change it, let's say F, then is it true or false? Yeah, this is true now. And what is false and true? False and true is false. Yes, very good. So yes, that's it. Yeah, we'll do this program next week. But as of now, that you need to understand this truth table of our operator OR. There's a problem here. It should be OR here, and you should also understand that truth table for OR and the truth table for the NOT. So, any question in today's lecture? Okay, then thank you very much, guys. And I will post an assignment of if and else, inshallah, tomorrow or tonight. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.